Bitcoin, XRP, Stellar, Litecoin, Doge, Tron. Wait, Doge?
Dogecoin to the moon.
Cryptocurrency has seen an absolute monster amount of growth over the last 6 months, so I had to make a video on it. And how could I not make a video in my Kiwi shirt? So, welcome back to a new video. Shawn's the name and crypto is the game today. Now look, you're probably watching this video because you don't know a whole lot about cryptocurrency, but you've been seeing that everyone and their mother has been making tons of money on it in the last couple of months, or losing tons of money on it in the last couple of months, and you want to kind of figure out how you get a piece of the action yourself. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video because I spent an obscene amount of time researching some coins so you don't have to. This is my 5 best cryptocurrency coins to buy now for an absolute amazing growth later on, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first I need to explain what cryptocurrency actually is so you're not just blindly investing into something that you have no idea about and you just heard someone tell you to go drop some money into it, because that's the majority of what cryptocurrency investors do. And if you know anything about me and this channel, I'm all about education and making sure you know exactly what's kind of going on, and it'll kind of give you a little bit of insight into why I've chosen the coins that I have chosen today. Again, if you're a subscriber on this channel, you know that I am big on education, and if you're not a subscriber on this channel, then what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now for your boy. But seriously, like, go down and click subscribe, okay? I'll give you a couple seconds. Alright, but simply put, cryptocurrency is a digital currency that can be used to buy goods and services. So as much as it looks like a stock, it is not. It is a currency. Just like a $1 bill, except you can't just run down the street and grab a crypto coin out of the bank. In fact, there actually is no bank down the street because cryptocurrency uses an online ledger with extra cryptography for security. All that jargon essentially means banks is an old way of processing transactions. Cryptocurrency is a new way, extra security, extra speed. So you can't run down the street and rob a crypto bank because there is no central location of where money or assets are stored like in the traditional banking system. And this is important because that means that there's no real control over the currency, which means things like taxation and manipulation protection and inflation aren't really governed by a body. It's essentially up to those who use and trade the cryptocurrency. Which reminds me, if you want to get started trading cryptocurrency, then I highly recommend you use a platform called Coinbase. It's super popular. It just actually went public on the New York Stock Exchange the other day. So it's a really big platform. I highly recommend you use Coinbase. I use Coinbase. If you use my referral link in the description below, you'll get like $10 free to start trading with. So I think that's pretty cool and definitely helps you. So you should definitely use that link linked down below. But coming back, as much as people think that investing in cryptocurrency is an investment, it's not really an investment. It's more so trading currencies, and this is not a new concept. Investors have been trading currencies for a while, so you can buy certain currencies as if it's a stock, but it's not a stock. So think of it like you could buy a British pound, so you can convert your US dollars into a British pound in hopes that maybe the British pound or the US dollar is going to be fluctuating in price so that you can trade back into US dollars when you're ready to buy something, and you could have increased your value on that initial investment. Which this was really popular a little while ago when the UK was actually doing the whole Brexit thing because the British pound was falling in value. So if you were in the UK, you might have thought, maybe I should take my British pounds that I've got in my savings account, let's call it 10K, and convert it into US dollars, let the British pound fall. Then you've got this value, you put it back into British pounds, and you've kind of made some more money on your money. Again, this is not a new concept, but that's essentially how cryptocurrency works right now. You're moving money back and forth for a profit. This is and always has been a very cyclical and risky way of investing your money. Mainly because you're not buying something that can generate cash flow. So when you buy stocks on the stock market, you're investing into, a company like Google. So they have cash to grow their business, which gives the company a higher revenue and profit margins, which ultimately gets reflected to its shareholders, aka the people who have bought and invested in that stock or that company. To clarify, think of stocks like you're being an angel investor. Except you're not buying a mega portion of a company, you're buying a very small fraction of that company. Cryptocurrency, on the other hand, is not the same. You're not buying into a company. But alright, that went on a really long tangent than I had initially planned on it being. So I want to get into my top 5 picks for the cryptocurrencies to buy, but I just wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page in regards to that you are not buying shares of a company. You are buying a currency, and that currency's value can fluctuate heavily. And I need to include this in my video. I am not a financial advisor. You do what you want with your money. It's your money, your risk tolerance. You do you. I'ma do me. This is just purely what I'm doing. And a lot of these coins I'm talking about is just something that I'm going to buy and adopt the HODL strategy and basically just keep it forever and see what ends up happening. If cryptocurrency does become a very big major part in our society, these are the coins that I want to have some money in. But again, I'm not trying to make a really quick buck by throwing in some money and then being able to make some money in, a day or two. So let's jump into my top 5 list. Number 5 on my list is Ripple XRP. This is actually one of the most popular cryptocurrencies that you can buy because of all the hype that surrounds it and all the drama that's around it. But it's only ranked number 5 on my list for a couple of reasons. First, let me give you a little background on what it is. It's an awesome token used to bridge asset transfers with incredible speed. It can manage more than like 1,500 transactions per second, making it one of the most efficient coins on this list. So pros, the technology is phenomenal and it's got a pretty bright future as long as it can get past some lawsuits. But the cons is if it weren't for the drama, the lawsuits, and overhype around this coin, I'd rank it a lot higher because its actual purpose is pretty good. Problem is, it's just one of the shadiest and most volatile coins on the market, which makes it just a little bit too much of a risky investment for myself. Number 4 on the list though is Telcoin, TEL. Okay, this coin is also a little bit of a wild card because of how risky it actually can be because it is such a smaller coin, but I think it has so much potential that I did want to include it on this list. Telcoin is kind of what it sounds like, right? It aims to be a platform where you could send money instantly via a mobile phone, so it's kind of like the modern day Venmo except global because the goal is to be able to send money as easy as sending a text message. So type in the phone number, send some cash wherever you want. And since mobile phones and mobility in general is kind of the focus in our everyday lives and kind of where I think the future is headed, I think it's a pretty good coin to kind of buy and just see what happens with it because, again, it's a lot newer on the block and it has a pretty good purpose. Plus, we're all like a cell phone addicted generation, so why not? But number 3 on the list is VeChain, V-E-T. And this coin is awesome. It really fires me up because it's actually different than a lot of other coins that are constantly traded. It's a type of technology that is designed to enhance supply chain management, and supply chain management is one of the oldest and most important components to a successful business. An advancement in supply chains in major companies is what gives them competitive advantages in the marketplace. So it's only natural that a coin with this kind of focus should do pretty well in the long term. And the basis of the coin is simple. It gives each product sold in the world a unique identity, then uses sensors to track what happens at each stage of the supply chain, manufacturing, sorting, shipping, whatever. In that way, companies know exactly how the product was handled and consumers can verify their purchases as legitimate. So think like fake Gucci stuff versus real Gucci stuff. It's just a technology that keeps better organizational structure of data to help streamline business purposes, ultimately making the supply chain more efficient, which is always great in businesses, which is why I like this coin. Then number 2 on my list is Cardano, ADA, and this coin is finally starting to get some hype. It's basically an ultra fast version of Bitcoin. So to put things into perspective, Bitcoin can process like about 7 transactions a second. Cardano can process 1,000 transactions a second with high security. So this makes it one of the most efficient cryptocurrencies on the market. And recently Elon expressed the importance of energy efficiency. So we all know it's important, but regardless of an Elon tweet or not, our planet is dying. It's a fact. The demand for renewable energy is growing heavily and will only be in higher demand as our planet continues to feel the effects of overpopulation and overconsumption. And I know we've heard this like a million times, but driving this point further, ETFs that have a strong focus on renewable energy have seen some explosive growth in the last couple of years, and I think that focus is just going to continue as things get worse and worse for our planet. I really think it's only a matter of time before we'll be forced to use more renewable energy, and the growth in these ETFs really show that. So that's why Cardano is ranked so high on my list because of how fast and efficient it is, but unfortunately that speed and efficiency does come at a little bit of a cost, which is why it's only number 2 on my list. My number 1 coin is Stellar Lumens, alright, XLM. This coin has always been my absolute favorite cryptocurrency ever since I got in and started learning about cryptocurrency. It just has some of the coolest technology and has basically like the best value proposition if you were to think about it in regards to a lot of other coins that are out there. Think of it more like PayPal, but a better version of it. So it's a cheaper, faster, and more efficient version of PayPal. It's basically just an easy way to pay people across the world without high fees and lengthy transaction turn times. And as our world gets smaller through the internet, this should really only grow in popularity. And the thing that makes it better than most other coins is its consensus protocol, because it runs through a bunch of trustworthy nodes opposed to the entire network like most other coins. So that keeps it fast, and energy costs are massively reduced because of this, and I explained in the last coin why that's so important. And the cherry on top is it's cheaper than the rest. So you've got the 1, 2, 3 knockout, you've got the quality, you've got the speed, and you've got the cost. Plus it also helps that like massive companies like BlackRock, Google, IBM, etc. have donated heavily to the development of this coin, so it kind of makes you feel a little bit better when you go to put some money into it. And you notice from all these picks, I didn't once talk about the price or what it's currently trading at, if it's bullish or bearish right now. Why? Because who cares? I can make this video and tell you at this time, XLM is trading for a really discounted price, and I think it's a really great investment to go put some money in and make some really good money. But by the time I edit this video, which takes 5 hours, and by the time I make my thumbnail and get it all uploaded and get it posted out to everyone, that could be another 2 to 3 hours. So in that 7 to 8 hours that I'm doing all of this, the price of that coin could have fluctuated by like 25% and would be absolutely different. And then you factor in like when you actually watch this video and like, oh, maybe the price of what I said was a discount is now even cheaper, and you're going, oh, I don't know if that's a good coin to talk about. Who cares? If you're buying coins based on the price and not on what it could actually do and actually help others with, then you're essentially just adopting the greater fool theory. The greater fool theory is essentially you being a fool by buying something at one price and hoping that a greater fool than you comes along and buys it for a higher price. There's no reasoning behind it. And cryptocurrency is so volatile. If you see something that's red, just wait 5 minutes and I'm sure it'll be green. Look, good investors invest in things that will actually help people, not because it's going to make them money. When you focus on things that are actually going to be helping people, you start to realize that, oh, there's a trend. I'm actually starting to make money because those things that are helping people are growing in popularity. We are the ones who spend money. We're hoping that what we're buying is going to be helping us. And if it's not going to help us, we're not going to buy it. So you should only be focusing on investing and doing things that are going to help people. And in return, you're going to see some nice profits. It sounds pretty simple, but if you look at some of the biggest brands in the world, Nike, Samsung, Apple, whatever, you'll see that they essentially have a simplified version of that philosophy. Again, I'm no expert, but those are the two main reasons why I like the coins on my list, is the fact that they provide really good value to people and they are very efficient. Those are some pretty good things to invest in for the long run if you ask me, but otherwise I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope it gave you a little more insight or maybe taught you about some coins you didn't know about. And hopefully you can kind of get started or continue maybe building your cryptocurrency portfolio if you really want to call it that. And again, I really recommend using Coinbase for that. You can check the link in the description to sign up, get $10 for free. Why the heck not? Otherwise, hit the like button, buy your crypto, then send the video to a friend so they then buy it after you're in. Because remember, it's only considered a pump and dump if you're anyone but Elon Musk. But anyway, look, I just hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you like more content like this, and I will see you in the next video.